Very good morning and welcome to Chattogram. It was set for the decider in this Dutch-Bangla Bank ODI series, and it's between Bangladesh and New Zealand. Litton Kumar-Das was very good behind the wickets earlier. Flip of the coin went for the third time in a row. Hat-trick of wins in tosses for Tom Latham, who this time around chose to bowl first. The two teams, and for Bangladesh there's been a couple of changes. Mustafizur Rahman and Tanveer Islam coming in for Taskin Ahmed and Rishad Hussain.
New Zealand have made one change, a forced change. Tinkner, who performed so well in that first one-day international.
Just getting adjusted to the lights. New Zealand have impressed in the sense they've adapted very nicely. Particularly their fielding has been so impressive.
Yeah, well, we complain up here whether we got to be outside for 5 minutes. But I tell you what, the only people that have got to be out there...
Quite a bit different from the soil in Dhaka, and has a more carry-on bounce, maybe a little more conducive to batting if he gets off to a good start. Partnered by Saif Hassan, 297 runs, 2 50s. William O'Rourke, 24 wickets into his 20th match, a decent economy rate. Here we go. Let's play with Dutch-Bangla Bank. Quietly tucked away.
Yeah, half century for Saif in the first one-day international, and then a half century for Tanzid in the second one.
Oh, that is edged, and that has been grabbed. Little tentative. That was a good take. It all seemed to be in slow motion, the manner, and he got out very tentative push, got the outside edge, and he has to walk back very early in the innings.
Well, O'Rourke is all of 6'4", and if he hits a good area, batters are reluctant to get that front foot forward. Gets caught in the crease, does Saif Hassan. It's a lovely delivery. It really is. Early on, as Saif Hassan goes without scoring, it's none for one.
And that's closer to the batter. This time around, he just opens the face, times it to a nicety, and puts it away for the first boundary. It's a 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
This is what you do see on good surfaces. You see timing. No big flourish. There's pace from O'Rourke. That is met.
Delightful shot. So elegant, particularly through the covers when a left-hander. Oh, chopped it on. Another one bites the dust. What about that? Very tentative inside edge and crashing into the stumps. The death rattle, and their strike again. It's O'Rourke taking his second and New Zealand's second wicket.
Tentative is the word, and the angle of the bat. It's a nothing stroke. It really is a nothing stroke. The inside edge clatters into the stumps. Bangladesh are in trouble as the half centurion from the second ODI goes for one. It's 9 for 2.
Brave decision. What a shot that is. Now that is delectable. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just down the line. It went straight as an arrow for 4 runs. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
It's a sign of a good player. It's a sign of a player with good balance as well when you can hit the ball past mid-on. The on drive. Always just a push. Nicely balanced here. This ball's missing off stump, but he still plays it the old vertical bat straight down the ground. That's a beautiful shot.
Now he does manage to get one that's short, and his swivel round and pulled it away with complete control. He's struggling a little bit in the previous 3 balls. This time round asserts himself with an 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Pounces on it. Yes, it's short, but it's not bowled with any conviction. It's not a bouncer. It's just a long hop. It's around about stomach height. And a player of Shanto's quality not going to miss out.
Fuller length, driven, finds the gap, and will reach the fence for 4. This will give him a lot of confidence to show more shorter. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 boundary as I welcome Hamish Rutherford.
Yeah, we're still in the morning. Good morning, everyone at home. What a way to be welcomed into the commentary box. Ben Lister, first delivery. Looking for some swing, over pitched. Beautiful shot, just behind square. Under pressure early on here, Lister.
Full, crunched, what a shot. 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃 is looking gorgeous. Nexus Bay boundary.
O'Rourke over pitching. He's met with the full face of the bat right out the middle. Two slips are still in play, looking for that third wicket. Placed that beautifully.
Chopped it onto the stump. O'Rourke picked up his third. Bangladesh are in disarray. 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃 can't believe it. That's the second time a batter chopped it onto the stump in this innings for Bangladesh.
3 for O'Rourke. He's given the extra over, his 5th. At length again. In between, looking to play it or leave it. Another Bangladesh batter chops it on. A little bit tentative. He departs for a well-played 18. Bangladesh now 32 for 3. Launched, up. Is it a chance? Oh. Ashok at fine leg. Placement fielder. Might have had a chance. But it's gone all the way for 6.
There's more of a frustration from Nazmul Shanto. Goes down the track. At one point his heart was on his mouth. Oh, probably getting a fingertip. Outstanding effort. Was always traveling fast. Contrasting.
Shot pulled away. The mic breaks the shackle. Yes, it does. 4 also brings up the 50 partnership.
Oh, well, that was hit very hard, straight back to him. Ends over. Lennox does give the ball some rip. And that was possibly an opportunity there. Last ball, that previous over, or a couple of balls back rather. Lifted that with a lot of ease, just right through the line of that ball. A lovely looking shot, and get some relief with the Nexus Bay 4.
Shanto, field in the ring. It's not having a bar of it anymore. Left arm spin, left arm batter. It's always a good contest. It's nice and easy. Lofted over the offside.
Whips that away and walks across to another 50. Najmul Hussain Shanto had a very, very difficult time. Steadied the rocking boat for his team. Gets himself another 50. Appreciation from his teammates. And it's come at a very timely position for Bangladesh because they were struggling a bit on a 7. Short. Now when you bowl something like that, you offer a free gift, and no batter is going to miss out on that. Whacks it away for a Nexus Bay 4.
Yeah, slightly short, good use of the feet. Got back and across. No deep mid-wicket in play. Only had to loft it over mid-wicket, and that he did.
Once again, he's gone over the fielder, and once again it reaches the boundary. So turning it on now, Najmul Hussain Shanto.
Long on, broad inside the ring. Asking him to loft it over, and that he did. O'Rourke there, the tallest man on the field.
Up and over. Finds the gap and will get the boundary. Litton Dash struck his first boundary. That's a Nexus Bay boundary for Bangladesh.
Well, he waited a long time He was patient enough to wait and wait. And then he realized, okay, now I'm in business because it was in the slot. Top order batter. Well set. Nicely struck. A little bit fuller. And is belted away past that fielder at mid-off for a boundary to...
Up and over. He knew where the fielders were. Mid-off, mid-on, inside the circle. Just helped that away. Against the run of play, Nazmul and Shanto attacks Smith for a gorgeous 6.
It is his second 6 of the innings. Cross seam. The roll of the fingers. They picked up the length quite quickly. And a good, nice finish with the full face of the bat. He was hoping against top. And he sees the ball, sails over the fielder at mid-on.
Flicked that away. Oh, was there an opportunity at mid-wicket? We'll have to wait and watch, but Shanto will earn a boundary. Not a bad one for Bangladesh. 13 coming from it. After 32, Bangladesh 152 for 3. That one. Henry Nicholls was the fielder at short mid-wicket. Striking his 13th ODI 50, his first. Gives it a charge. Goes over the fielder at mid-on. Shanto is really taking on the bowlers now. That was the nexus boundary from the bat of the left-hander.
He's been smart in terms of knows exactly where the fielders are. He's already hit 1-6 in a similar fashion on the same direction. This time, he picks up the fielder one more time. It's wide, it's in the air, but it's wide of the fielder at mid-on. Shimmy down the wicket, so he gets the distance. Maybe.
No, that is not going to be stopped by anyone. It's found the perfect space. Just a little swivel, and off it went.
Well, that boundary brings up the 150 partnership between these two, and Litton just gets inside the line here. Just a little shuffle onto off stump, so that he's inside the line to be able to create that angle to get the ball past fine leg for 4. And that's good batting.
Not often there too. O'Rourke errs in line and offers a freebie. He is starting to showcase his wares. Litton Kumar Das has smashed that for a maximum. Wow, what a brilliant shot that is.
Benefit of spending some time at the wicket, absorbing some early pressure, understanding that you're not quite finding the middle of the bat in the early part of your innings. You earn the right to play these types of strokes. Das has done just that, and that is the shot of his innings.
Absolutely. Enjoyed by all and sundry, particularly by Litton Das. Hey.
Yes!
Oh, got him. He just went for a wild swipe, just lost his concentration. Litton Das and the death rattle behind him. A good partnership ends. Litton has to go.
Yeah, both of them have looked to accelerate in the last few overs. And Litton doing exactly what he's tried to do throughout his innings to Lennox, and that is give himself room outside leg stump to get the ball up and over extra cover. But Lennox has had his number virtually every single time. 2 for 3 they were. He goes for 76.
That is delectable. Just a little adjustment as the ball came in. Little shuffle back, adjustment, and thrashed it away for an extra play 4.
This is what Litton Das was after. Such good hands. Tawad Radoi gets his hands through the ball so quickly, almost hits it like a top spinner.
Shanto drags it wide forward of square and gets 4 runs. That was a gimme. That was a ball that asked to be hit short, and he's thrust it away to the boundary. And he goes on to 98 at the end of the 48th over. Was to go big.
Cutter bowled into the surface, but it just sat up and said, hit me.
Najmal Hossain Shanto plays it down the ground, ambles across, gets to his 100, his 4th 100. Brilliant knock, extraordinary knock under the circumstances. It's 400. Bangladesh were done and out, but this down the wicket. 𝗬𝗏𝗽 punks it away just over the head. Maybe slightly mistimed, but enough on it with the flourish of the bat to take it to the boundary.
Very dangerous player at this time of the innings, 𝗬𝗏𝗽. And you walk in at number 6, they term you the finisher. You've got to finish the innings. If he spends any period of time at the wicket, Bangladesh will race along because he's very busy. And he may be diminutive in stature, but he packs a real punch.
There you go. As he found the field, it looks like he might have. Yes, he does. So he has to go. Yes, it was on the cards, wasn't it? I was looking to play a few shots. And with the kind of conditions that he was suffering in the middle, no harm in trying. What a wonderful 100 comes to an end in that fashion.
They're looking to go long and straight with that fatigue, the lack of footwork. It's got to be said, a good smart catch. Nathan Smith on the boundary. Knew exactly where that Toblerone was. But what a knock. Shanto, 105 to his name. He departs.
Short ball, puts away, into the gap, picks up a boundary. Very good shot from Maydias and Miraj. That is an excellent shot from the skipper.
Lister into the attack. Looking to cramp him up. It's a good shot. Miraz created a nice angle and just helped it on its way. A timely boundary for Bangladesh. His 6th over here. Swung away in the gap. Looked to be a little bit of a heave into the leg side. He's managed to find the gap. Again, a boundary in the first ball of the over.
And again, it's a good shot. It's all about finding the gaps. And if you can manage to find the gaps, you will pick up boundaries. Good hit from... Oh, shot. That is a short arm jab. And it's out of here. What a shot that is from 𝗬𝗏𝗽. Goes all the way for the maximum.
Making good use of the shorter leg side boundary. Dean Foxcroft looking to bowl a Yorker, but he's missed his length. That's easy pickings for 𝗬𝗏𝗽. 4 and a 6 in this over.
This should be taken. And it is. Change of angle works for the bowler.
Foxcroft's first wicket this afternoon. Miraz looking to target that short leg side boundary again. He's only managed a top edge up in that big blue. Will Young, I think it is, yes. Easy pickings that. But he grabs the skipper for 22.
Well, his appeal, the keeper thinks he's nicked it. Bowlers, it seems...
Okay, I've got no gap between ball and bat and spike. Litton.
It is rocket out.
Short cameo, short stay at the wicket. Shorturl. Bangladesh lose their 7th with 257 on the board.
In the air. Should be caught and is caught. So again, a wicket falls and not a single run being scored in this over.
Yeah, 2nd wicket to fall. Ben Lister's final over. Hard and heavy, back of a length. Tanveer looking to launch it over the leg side and only managing to spoon a catch up to Nick Kelly. Tanveer goes with no score on the board. Bangladesh 2.
Swing and a miss, slower delivery. Excellent last over from 𝗬𝗎𝗓𝗍. He finishes spell of none for 50. And Bangladesh end up scoring 265 with Litton Kumar Das, who ended up scoring 76. Contribution from Hridoy, unbeaten on 33. And
Saw 7 bowlers used throughout this innings. Foxcroft bowled late in the innings.
the target for the Black Caps is going to be 266 on the surface, which is looking better and better. Yeah, welcome back. This is the decider, the Dutch Bangla Bank ODI series, the third and the final ODI, Bangladesh versus New Zealand. For the club Black Caps, it's 266.
Yeah, it's there or thereabouts sort of total, isn't it? Obviously the 3 early wickets and then that partnership, and they met.
He's simply been sensational.
Yeah, he'll enjoy these conditions. We have seen some good scoring. Has looked a little bit more challenging in the later half of the innings. Coming off 83, currently leading run scorer. Will be partnered this afternoon by Henry Nicholls.
Shoriful Islam, left arm seamer to take first strike. And we've seen that even though if it gets a little bit difficult, you need to be a bit patient. Well, that's the danger. If you keep bowling wide outside the off stump, once in a while the batter is going to put you away. This time, nicely struck, scored the wicket. So Nicholls picks up his first boundary. 5 in that over. After 2 overs, New Zealand 6 without loss. Oh, he's gone for the pull shot, and this could be out, and it is. Surprised him with that short pitch delivery, Mustafizur Rahman, and he's picked up a wicket in his second over. Nicholls goes.
Surprise short ball. Nicholls rushed him for pace, only managing a top edge and a simple catch. Bangladesh, they've started well here. Experienced head of Nicholls departs for 4.
Oh, just drop short in front of the fielder. We come back for the second. I don't think it carried.
Slightly wide. Kelly looking to jump on it. Low to the left. Shanto at point. 2 runs. Kelly pressures
To attempt to do that. Lovely shot, beautifully played. Good piece of timing. Should go to the boundary, and it does.
Will Young's first boundary. On pace. Onto the legs, just timed beautifully. Proper cricket shot. Flick of the wrist. Thank you very much.
It's such a good looking shot, really good wrist work. This time wide, and it's put that away for another boundary. This is very good from Young, not very good from Fizz.
Back-to-back boundaries in the 6th over. Lovely positioning. Oh, Young on top of the bounce. Stayed crease bound.
Nicely played. Beautiful. Full face of the bat. This will give him a lot of confidence to Nick Kelly.
Well, he's been dancing around, he's been coming down the wicket, he's been giving himself a little bit of room. Here, he stands dead still, and he says, I'll help myself down the ground to 4.
Every batter's dream to play such shot down the ground. Hold the pose for the photographers as well. Finds the gap. Will it reach the fence? It will. Good response from Kelly after that shout. 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃 boundary from the bat of the left-hander.
You're bowling inside the power play, you can have just 2 fielders outside that 30-yard circle, and 𝗃𝗃𝗂𝐽𝐴 has a deep mid-wicket and a deep long on, so not that traditional square leg that most spinners have. And so it just runs away between the two.
This time takes that on the full. Against the run of play, Nick Kelly. Counter punch from the left-hander. A welcome boundary for New Zealand. A Nexus Bay boundary.
The use of the feet is what turns it into the full toss. And he's a long on. And he's a strong fella, is Kelly. Straight enough and hard enough.
He did bend his knees, but for that reverse sweep, productive for New Zealand and Nick Kelly. Nexus Bay boundary.
This is it more at the stumps. More at the stumps. That's probably his best option for finding a boundary on the on his offside.
Breakthrough here. Swing and a miss. Talking about the breakthrough. Nahid Rana provides for Bangladesh. Will Young departs.
On cue. On cue, Mazza. A change of ends works a treat here for Bangladesh as Nahid Rana comes in from the Dutch Bangla Bank end. This one skips on rather than bounces, and the under edge is found. Simple catch for Litton Das. He goes for 19.
And top edge. Is it a chance? It is. Tom Latham departs. The skipper, 𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃, Raz comes out on top.
He sure does. Try to sweep that angle that he was bowling at. He was trying to help it on its way down the leg side with an attempted sweep. All he could manage was the upper part of the bat, top edge. And it went swirling in the air for shorturl to gobble it up. Gone for 5. It's 61 for 3. That is a good shot. What a lovely swivel, and got real hold of that short pitch delivery. Put it away with disdain to the boundary.
Yeah, we've seen Nick Kelly jump around a little bit at times with some short pitch bowling, but he can play the short ball well. He's shown it exactly there in front of square. Got on top of it nicely. Can play the short ball.
Goes big time. And it's going to head its way to the boundary. That's a very, very good shot for a Nexus Bay 4 to finish the over. 76 for 3.
Nick Kelly, it's another look at that boundary. Good use of the feet, up and over the onside on a number of occasions. Here he is again. Down, has he got enough on it? Looks like a brilliant piece of work. Certainly need to look at that again.
Well, we thought it was going to be a 6. Look at the work done by Shanto here. He really jumps up to his full height. He's a tall guy. Oh, now that could be a 6.
Before about the commentator's curse, and that's the commentator's blessing.
And that single will bring up the 50 for Nick Kelly. Second consecutive 50 for the left-hander.
A nice round of applause from his teammates. A nice little clip. Goes down the wicket and he puts it away. That's a good-looking shot in the end and goes to the boundary. And that too from the right-hander. Mohammad Abbas picks up his first boundary.
That was a brave shot as well. Playing against the spin. Rode on top of that. Use of the feet. Nice placement as well. Down the wicket. Fielder underneath. No, just away from the fielder at deep mid-wicket. Afif Hussain, the substitute fielder. You can see the intentions from Kelly now. Looking to score some quick runs.
Well, he's been charging onto the bowlers initially whenever a bowler has come into the attack. This time he goes down the wicket. Lucky that he's gone to the right of the fielder, Afif. And I think the idea is to go pass a message to unsettle the bowlers.
Give some room. Straight to the fielder at cover. Mustafizur Rahman outfoxed. Nick Kelly was looking good, trying to make some room and undone by an outstanding slow delivery.
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier that he was trying to do something extra, trying to take few chances. It's a slower delivery. He moves away, trying to make room on the offside, and that attempted to play that shot where he should have at least probably stayed in the crease. Yeah, he's disappointed because he's the well-set batter. And would you believe it? It's Mustafizur Rahman after a well-made 59. Gone.
Oh, he's gone. He was trying a little too hard to get a move on once again. Tries to swivel around, gets the bottom part of the bat and the depth rattle behind for Abbas. Shorturl strikes for Bangladesh.
Seam up, but again, it just doesn't quite bounce as much as what Abbas thinks it's going to. And so the bottom edge is found. The New Zealand push for victory as Abbas goes for 25.
Oh, what an effort, good effort. Maybe taking off a little slowly. Litton Kumar Das got a glove to it the other day. They took a similar kind of catch. Could not latch on that occasion.
Yeah, but there's some real speed being dished up here. 147, 150, 144. Now he hits 148. So that is that's getting to Litton Kumar Das very quickly. Oh, losing goal for Argentina.
Last one.
He's patted it away over the bars, that's for sure. That's a good effort. As you said, it was traveling very, very quickly. Stage. Very agile ball. Oh, that is the one. He comes back with a yorker. A fantastic ball. Short the one previously, got an edge, he survived, and this one smashes into his stumps and disturbs the furniture.
This young man is a proper match winner. He whacks one in, he whacks another in, and now he decides to go full and straight, and he just beats Clarkson for pace. Consistently in the high 140s this over. Is the next New Zealander to have to leave the playing area. He goes for 6.
James. Use of the feet, Foxcroft. Has it gone all the way? I think it has. Timely boundary, 78 balls between that and the last boundary. They need a lot more of this to New Zealand.
If you can play shots like that, which just says that yes, you can still back yourself up to take few chances. But the problem is the wickets. That is an excellent shot. What a beautiful shot that is. Down the wicket and straight as an arrow. And that too of a seamer. So that is a terrific hit from Foxcroft.
Oh, what a catch. Diving to his right. The skipper, Miraz. What a catch. Nathan Smith, he's got to go.
He wanted to whip it off his legs, and look at that. Oh, he's airborne when he takes that catch. That is a stunner. Nathan Smith gone for 2.
They would have been quite happy. Gone. Another. Sharp catch. In mid-wicket. 𝗿𝗺𝗽. It's a sharp chance again. They've been on fire in the field today, Bangladesh.
Yeah, you were talking about taking those half chances, but have a look at what Bangladesh have done in those last 2 wickets. This is a cracking catch. It was going many a miles. He cannot believe his luck. He goes for 2. Bowled him, he gets a fifer. Well, that's probably one of the reasons why he was shielding him away. The first time he comes on to face Mustafizur in this over, he hits the timber. 6th 5-wicket haul for one and only Mustafizur Rahman.
Yeah, good piece of bowling. Collects the stumps. Will O'Rourke departs for 1. New Zealand.
Gives it a charge. Catch it is the call, but the fielder will only watch that go sail over for maximum. A little too late for New Zealand, but Foxcroft will enjoy that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful swing of the bat. Foxcroft down the wicket. But you're right, still plenty to do. One feels it's a little bit too late.
Dean Foxcroft goes for it. Fielder at long off. Couldn't take that. Clean hitting from Dean Foxcroft as it reaches to 45.
Another big blow. This time the offside, Foxcroft. Good use of the feet again and all the way. Another boundary, another 6.
That is even bigger. Take a bow. Dean Foxcroft reaches to his 2nd ODI 50, both coming in this series. He was dismissed on a golden duck on his ODI debut against the same opposition, but he's making a statement in this series.
Back-to-back maximums. Dean Foxcroft, 85 metres, and not a crowd catch. Security guard.
Shot. That is a cracking shot from Dean Foxcroft. That is a biggie. All the way for maximum.
Change of pace again. This time it bouncing nicely. Foxcroft onto it. 72 metres into the stand. His 5th 6 of the afternoon. One feels it's all a little bit too late, unfortunately, for his side.
Mid-off inside the circle. Dean Foxcroft sees the opportunity. That is some outstanding hitting from this right-hander. Back-to-back 6s, and that brings up the 200 for New Zealand.
Change of pace again, overpitched. Foxcroft equal to it. That's full swing of the bat. Over the offside now.
Keeping the hopes alive. Here comes another one. We are back live, though. That's not a replay. Welcome, HD.
You just wonder where this was a little bit earlier. You know, now you start hitting, but you're 9 down. Just one mishit and the game's over. When Clarkson was at the wicket, where was this?
Problem. Bowler underneath, Medias and Miraj dropped it. It was never an easy catch for the bowler. Going away from him, backpedaling. But Miraj said it was mine.
Yeah, long on and long off weren't going to get there. This was Miraj's catch, but you don't get tougher. Grasped it. Still New Zealand hang in. Now what does Lister do? Surely he's got to try and get off strike first ball, allow Foxcroft to have one dig at the boundary and then get off strike.
Not the best of timing. Fielder at long on takes a brilliant catch. Saif Hassan covered a lot of ground, kept his eyes on the ball as Bangladesh go on to win the game by 55 runs. Glory is earned when the moment is not merely met but ruled.
Yeah, some good hitting, some powerful hitting. Dean Foxcroft, but unfortunately it was too little too late. The accelerator was pushed when the race was over. And Bangladesh richly deserved their victory. They were impressive with the bat for most of their innings. They may have felt that they were a couple short, but in the end their bowlers have done the job for them again. Foxcroft has had a good tour, and that is a great catch.
Outstanding. Bangladesh dominated throughout the game. Yes, Foxcroft kept the hope alive for New Zealand, but in the end it was a too difficult task for New Zealand to chase the target of 266 as Dean Foxcroft dismissed after scoring 75 of 72 balls. Bangladesh go on to seal their third consecutive ODI series win at home. And Nick Kelly adding 59. None of the batters were able to make an impact as Mustafizur Rahman picked up a 5-wicket haul. And Bangladesh played some glorious cricket after losing the first match of the series, bounced back well to go on to seal the series 2-1 in the end.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃.com.